So, hi everybody. As most of you already know, my name is Christoph. I will be hosting today's support call, and I think we just get started with the first hands. There's Lawrence. Lawrence, you're already unmuted as I see, so let me know what's going on for you.
Yes, just can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. I would just like some assistance with simply relaxing because I felt very tense for the last few days. I've been having
Okay,
difficulty letting
okay,
go of that tension.
okay. That reminds me of a group release in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a group release. So
Yeah,
maybe you
that's good.
mute yourself and then we check back in after that. So in this moment, could you, as best you can, just sit back and be? Be that which you already are, whatever that means for you. And then could you notice if there is any disturbance, any disturbing feeling, thought, memory, or issue coming to mind that's holding your attention during the last days, during the last hour, or during the last minutes. And then could you just simply allow yourself to be in touch with that as best you can? Noticing might be enough to be in touch with that. Allowing might be enough to be in touch with that. Giving it some space just to be right here, right now. So whatever that is, could you just simply allow yourself to open up and be in touch with that? And if it's for a longer time already there's probably some wanting to change. Could you also notice any wanting to change that? To release it, to fix it, to understand it, to figure it out, to draw conclusions. And then notice too if there is any underlying wanting for control, approval, security, separation, oneness. And then could you just simply, as best you can, notice any sense of identity with any of that? Any sense that's personal about you or who you are, that it means something about anybody or anything. And then as best you can, could you just be open to the possibility that right here, right now, this is just a memory. This is about what was. And let's do this process again. Whatever there is from your last days, hours, or minutes, whatever time that needs to be addressed right now, could you allow that to be right here, right now? Could that be noticed, welcomed, allowed? Could you just simply be aware of that? And then notice too, any remaining tendency to do anything with or about that. Any wanting to control or improve or like or dislike, any wanting to end it all, to get it done, to be done with it. Any wanting to be separate of one. And could you notice or welcome to any sense that's personal about you or who you are? That it means something about you or them or it, that it is connected to somebody or something. And then just for now, as best you can, could you just be open to the possibility that this is just a memory, that this is just about what was? And then could you just simply allow yourself to just become a bit more interested into that, what is right here, right now, instead? Aware yet unaffected to or by what was. And let's do the imaginary lines of this process again. Whatever there is from the last period of time appearing to be meaningful, important, or somehow stuck in your body-mind, could you allow yourself to be in touch with that? Could you allow that to be here? Could that be noticed as much as there is? And then notice too, or could you welcome too, any wanting to fix it, to change it, to get rid of it, to understand it, to figure it out, to be done with it, to like it or dislike it, to be okay with it or not. Any wanting to be separate or one, as well as any sense of blame, shame, guilt, or attachment. And then could you notice too or welcome any sense of identity with any of that? Any sense that's personal about you or who you are, that it has meaning about anybody or anything, that it is somehow connected to anybody or anything. And then as best you can, to your highest ability, could you just drop that? Could you just let that go? Could you allow it to be as it was, as best you can? Could you be open to the possibility that this is or was just a memory, having nothing to do with that which is already here, already now? And then could you just simply allow yourself to be that which is here and now? So, Lawrence, you may unmute.
Yes, Christoph, thanks for the group release. I think it's
Okay.
always a great way to start a call.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, this tension appears threatening and significant.
Okay.
And because in the past for a long time it was,
Okay.
or it seemed to be. Yeah.
Okay. Could you allow it to appear as threatening and what was the word, important, or what was the other word?
Yeah, significant, yeah, important, yeah.
Okay. Could you allow it to appear as significant and threatening as it does?
Yeah.
Mhm. And then could you allow yourself to be as secure as you are or as you can be? And allow the issue to be as meaningless as it is possible?
I like that.
Mhm.
A meaningless sensation.
And again, could you allow the issue to appear as meaningful and significant as it wants to?
Yes, it's suffering. I have to do something.
Mhm. Is there any wanting to follow that,
Of
to
course.
make it clear?
Yeah.
And is that coming from a wanting control, approval, security, separation, oneness?
Hmm. Perhaps approval, actually.
Okay.
Like approval in the sense of someone acknowledging that yes, it's terrible and whatever. Like something like
Okay.
that.
Could you want approval or disapproval as much as you do?
Or wellness. Yeah.
Okay.
It's more oneness, yeah.
Okay. And then could you want oneness as much as you do?
Yeah.
And rather than wanting oneness, could you just allow yourself to be the oneness that you already are?
Sounds good.
Mhm. And then could you want oneness as much as you do?
Yeah.
And then could you allow yourself to be the oneness that you are as best as you can?
Yeah.
Then could you allow yourself to want oneness as much as you do, as much as there is of wanting?
Wanting security, yeah.
And could you want that?
Safety.
Yes. Could you want security as much as you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
If I felt relaxed, then I would feel secure.
Uh-huh. And then could you allow yourself to be the security and safety that you already are? Or be that which is already secure and safe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as best I can.
And could you want security as much as you do, or safety?
Yeah, it's getting weaker.
Mhm. And then could you allow yourself to be that which is already safe and secure as best as you can?
Mm.
How does it feel now, Lawrence?
I realized why I feel threatened.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any wanting to do anything with or about or against this?
Yes, I need to eliminate the threat in order to be safe.
Okay.
The
Could you want
potential threat in the future.
could you want to avoid or eliminate the threat as much as you do?
Yes.
And then could you be that which can't be threatened at all as best as you can?
That sounds very good. Yes, I can. And it feels wonderful.
Mhm. And is there still any wanting to eliminate the threat?
No, there's a lot of interest in being that which cannot be threatened.
Okay.
It
Could
feels
you
very
allow that?
expansive, very, very strong.
Mhm. Could you allow yourself to take a bath
Hmm.
into that or as that?
It cannot be threatened even by the physical sensation of tension.
Okay. And could that be the case as much as there is?
Yes.
And could they just dissolve? Could they melt?
At least a bit, yeah, they
Mhm.
could.
And then
As
could
they're
they,
no longer as perceived to be as threatening
okay, they're just sensations
or
now.
significant, yeah.
Then could you allow those sensations to be there as much as there are?
Yes.
And then could you allow them to be dissolved by that which you already are? By the infinite vacuum cleaner? Came to mind, sorry, I had to use it. So how does it feel now?
Better. Thank you.
Okay.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, good. Okay, we have one more hand. Deborah, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi,
Hi.
Christoph. Oh, how are you?
I'm good, a bit tired. I had very short nights the last 2 days. I was traveling in between and working in the office and in a senior's home and visiting my boyfriend. So it was a longer thing, but most of it is done now, and we'll see how it unfolds. And how are you?
I think I'm even better. I had a couple of games from some
Oh,
attachments and aversions that I
yeah.
did to success,
Okay.
and I realized that yeah, that I had a lot of fear of success, even
Yes.
though there was some part of me was saying that I wanted success, but once I
Yeah.
went through the exercise, I realized that there's some part of me that's oh no 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 that I did.
Okay.
Anyway, this came to that. I released on it. So just been
So
having games because at
for
first I
one
didn't want
sec,
to do the attachments and aversion.
for 1 second, could you just be okay with with what you label fear? Um, just in the case of accomplishment, that the fear needs to be addressed. That the fear now just shows up for you in order to be released. Would that be
Yeah, so
okay in that context?
yeah, and exactly that's what that was another game. So when
Yes,
that came up, I released on that too. And that
yes.
was the game because usually when something else comes up, I just
Oh,
release on whatever was my goal in the first place, and then other stuff doesn't come up and I don't release on it. But this time I
yes.
did. I released on everything that came up. So those were the
Good,
other games I wanted to share.
good. Okay, now I had your game for you. Eh,
So,
hmm,
and it does allow you to feel as if you have more control instead of wanting to control.
Good.
So that's been a huge gain for me this week. That's all I
Yes,
wanted to share.
good.
Thank you.
Okay. And anything to release about? Any issue?
Um,
Or maybe
yeah,
something for group release?
I wanted to release blame, but
Okay.
I tried to figure out which was I don't know if it's one of me wanting approval, control, or safety.
Could be more than one, probably. I think it can be very mixed.
Yeah, so when I can't figure something out or whatever, I just immediately seem to move to blame, which I usually start with me, and then if I don't think it's me, then I look at the world.
Yes. Could you just welcome that as a tendency of mind, as an old programming, or as an old reaction?
Hmm. Yes, I can welcome that.
Mm. And how
To
does that feel right now? Is there a feeling connected to that?
the blame?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, now I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wanting control. Wanting control is what I'm hearing.
Okay. Could you wanna control as much as you do, as much as you want to?
Uh, yes,
And then could you allow yourself to be the control that you already are?
yes,
And then could you want control as much as you do?
yes,
And then could you allow yourself to be the infinite control that you already are?
yes.
What is happening? Is it changing?
Ah, I feel clear. I, yep, gone. Yay! That's another game because I couldn't even find where
Good.
I was trying to connect with the story and it's not even there. It's like I fell asleep and woke up and here you are. Ah, thank you.
Welcome.
So cool.
Maybe I still do a group release around guilt, shame, and blame. Let's see
Okay,
if there's something
let
coming
me
out
know.
of this body mind. Okay,
Yeah, sounds good to me.
good. Okay. Can you mute
Thank
yourself?
you.
Thank you, Jim.
Yes.
So, in this moment, since we already have the topic here right now, could you allow yourself to be in touch with whatever story of blame or shame or guilt, or even in a positive way, accomplishment comes to mind right now? And then could you welcome whatever that brings up inside, whatever thought, feeling, memory, or picture? And then could you welcome too any wanting to do anything with or about this? Any wanting to get rid of it? Any wanting to express it? Any desire to be the judge? Any desire to stop others from judging that cause blame, shame, guilt, or attachment feelings? And then could you notice or welcome to any sense of identity with any of that? Any identity with shame, blame, or guilt, or feelings of that? Or any sense of accomplishment? And then could you just simply allow yourself to notice that this is just old reaction or an old kind of programming? Learned or seen by so-called others? And then as best you can, could you let that memory go or that spin of energy dissolve? And let's check on that a little bit more holistically. Here's one thing you can do about that. I am the judge. There is no judge. There's only God. I am the judge. There is no judge. There is only God. I am or they are the judge. There is no judge. There is only God. I am or they are the judge. There is no judge. There is only God. Or if you want to see it that way, there's only judging appearing. I am the accomplisher. God is the only accomplisher. There is only accomplishing. I am the accomplisher. There is no accomplisher. There is only accomplishing. I am the accomplisher. There is no accomplisher. There is only accomplishing, apparently. I am the doer or decider. There is no doer or decider. There is only doing and deciding. Appear in that which you already are. I am the doer or the decider. There is no doer or decider. There is only doing or deciding, appearing in that which we already are. And if there is, could you feel as ashamed or guilty as much as you do? And could you be that which is beyond guilt and shame and blame as best you can? And could you notice or feel any appearance of blame, shame, or guilt? And then could you be that which is beyond blame, shame, and guilt as best you can? And then could you notice any sense of blame, shame, or guilt? And then could you be that which is already beyond all of them? Aware to, yet unaffected by them. Okay. So I see one more hand. Amrit, can you unmute yourself? Hi. Yes, there you go.
Hi, Christoph. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm fine.
That's a nice gain.
Well, see, I wanted some assistance with working on or releasing the sense of individuality.
Mhm. Okay.
So, the sense of being an individual separate from the all. And in working with Deborah, you addressed it. It was pretty effective.
Okay.
Can I allow myself to be an individual as much as I do? And the other side as well. So maybe we can build on that and continue perhaps.
Mhm. Okay. So is there any feeling or memory of that right now? If you check into that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, there is. We can check into that.
Okay. And then could you want or be that? No, not be. Could you want or have that as much as you do?
Yes.
And then could you be that which is already beyond that as much as you are?
Yes.
You came in as that.
That's right. But let's explore. Let's see. Let's unpack it a little more.
How does it feel now, Amrit?
Feels great. It feels great. It
Okay.
does.
And is there any remaining wanting to do anything about this?
Yes, there is this sensation around the chest area
Mhm.
that I have this wanting to get rid of it. So maybe we
Okay.
can look into that.
Okay. And could you want?
So I have this story in my head that
Yes.
that is what liberation feels like. That when that feeling disappears is when you're finally liberated. So there's this sense of getting rid of that
Okay.
perhaps we can.
Yeah. So you are already looking happy forward to the liberation of the thoughts and feelings.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm. And could you just let release what's in the way? Appears to be in the way? It's definitely not in the way.
Yes. Yes.
You just let it melt in that which you are. Let it burn in the fire of awareness. Just give it to God. He knows what to do about this or with it.
Hmm.
How is it now?
Yes. It's like I really don't need to do anything about it. It will take care of itself, or
Right.
whatever needs to happen will happen.
Yes.
I
You
don't need
can
to
watch this.
deliberately apply effort. Yeah.
Yes. That's the sense, the permanent sense of welcoming, of openness doing for you.
Hmm. Hmm.
You don't need to hook in to any thought or feeling. You just have the power to watch it, let it be there as long as it is there, and then it may dissolve sooner or later.
Hmm.
I had this experience throughout my day to day as well, while I was traveling. The mind came in trying to convince me about something, and I just was quiet and doing nothing with that. And then it went away. And then the mind comes up with something new. Look at this for you.
Yeah. Pay attention to this.
And you can do
Right.
that. You can notice it and then don't hook in, just let go.
Hmm. So, what is it that notices?
That which you are,
Hmm.
or the awareness, as we can label it,
Hmm.
or God. or love, beingness. It's all just words, all just pointers that can bring us to the edge as far as the mind can bring us. But if we do one step in that direction, Lester said, it comes 9 steps to us. So if we go to the edge as far as the mind can bring us, it's there already, waiting for us.
So I guess there's nothing to be said in the mind.
That's good. That's a sign of progress or a sign of a gain.
Mhm.
And remember, you came in the same way. Already there. When your hand
Yeah,
came
I
up
just
already.
no, I wanted to.
Participate, yes.
My hand was up before. No, I think while we were working on Deborah's release, and you the release that you did with her kind of answered my question, but I
Yes,
didn't want to lower my hand, so I thought I'll continue, I'll participate.
yes. No, thank you
And
that you didn't lower your hand.
it's been fun, yeah.
Was a nice exploration.
Hmm. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Christoph.
Thank you too. So, still there.
Now we can move on to somebody
No, no.
else who would
I
like to.
wanted to allow for the space that that's what Hale was sometimes saying in the past. If he would do a silent retreat, there would not be that much of talking.
Mhm.
So that's how it may look like.
Sure, sure. Let's go for it.
Hmm. Okay. I have just a quick share. I will not do Sunday support calls anymore. There's Josh Sundays a bit earlier. He's doing Sunday support calls. I will just stick with the Saturday support call now and leave the Sunday for him. So not too much people in the same spot or slot or whatever. Yes. So thank you, everybody. I think that was the flow for today, and hope to see you next time again. Bye bye.